Sundarban represents an unique habitat at the mouth of the Bay of Bengal, a product of the Indo-Brahmaputra Gangetic Delta. That's world's largest mangrove forest and is a highly sensitive ecosystem rich in biodiversity. However, recent cyclones have devastated and displaced millions of marginalized peoples in the Sundarbans. Climate change is increasing the frequency as well as the intensity of cyclones that impact the Indo-Gangetic Delta. Mangroves represent a special group of plants that can survive in salty soil and tides, acts as an effective barrier against disasters by protecting earthen banks as well as for reducing the damage. Restoration of native mangrove species needs to be prioritized to save the Sundarbans. Mangroves proliferate in many coastal regions. However, the Indo-Gangetic Delta houses the world's largest contiguous mangrove forest, the Sundarbans. The Sundarbans mangrove forest is shared between Bangladesh and India in a ratio of 60:40. The Indian part of the Sundarban is also inhabited by a number of Royal Bengal tigers. However, it is important to mention that the recent cyclones have devastated large tracts of land by breaching unstable embankments. Concrete dams can be a temporary solution but are costly, ecologically unfriendly and unsustainable. Erosion has been washing away the underlying soil and breaching any concrete structure. Mangrove seeds that float in with tides could not establish themselves in concrete covered banks, making the natural regeneration of mangroves extremely difficult. Mangroves are the only natural solutions to this issue. Restoration of mangrove vegetation in the Sundarban region can stabilize riverbanks, attenuate wave pressure, and hinder the wind damage during the cyclones. Mangroves have been proven to be the best ecosystem-based disaster risk reduction model across the globe. When Cyclone Bulbul hit Sundarban region in the 2019, mangroves were reduced by wind speed by 20 kilometers per hour, and during Amphan supercyclone, a 10-year-old multi-species mangrove plantation saved a part of Shadjelia Island in the Indian Sundarbans from intense flooding and wind damage. Restoration ecologists must be careful to use only locally available species for mangrove restoration. Exotic invasive species can replace local flora and result in serious ecological distress. Mangroves are also known to render other ecological service such as increasing fish catch and serve as breeding ground for fish, prawns and crab. Fishing is the second most important livelihood in the Sundarban region and is one of the cornerstone of the economy of this vulnerable region. Several scientists have indicated that after ocean, mangroves and seagrasses are best carbon sink. Hence, mangrove plantation can be instrumental in sequestering greenhouse gases and halting the progress of harsh climate change impact. Restoration of mangroves is the only option to save the people of the Indian Sundarbans from natural disasters. Natural methods are sustainable, eco-friendly as well as economically viable over technological alternatives. Policymakers thus must prioritize mangrove vegetation and restoration in the Sundarban region for the long-term sustenance of this vulnerable ecosystem. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.